Hello and welcome back to Grandpa Plays Minecraft, or Grandpa Streams Minecraft in this case. My name is History Wes and I am on my forever world and I am building a simple farmhouse right now. This is in our medieval town of Glenbuck. Okay. Simple and let's look over here in our storage area, and I've got some dark oak that I think I'm going to use as the roof on this farmhouse, and I want something else to go along the trim. And let's see, could just do cobblestone. So I've got a lot of it. I don't need more than that. Yeah, alright, I'll do cobblestone. First thing I need to do though is fix this mistake. Now up in this building right here, our factory, medieval factory, there's a villager breeder, and I just stuck several stacks of bread in there so that they would produce some more villagers. I happen to know there are quite a few just lounging around downstairs already. And what we're going to have here is we're going to have some free-range farmers. I'm going to get them out here with their workstations once I have this built, and I will close it off so they don't wander around like this guy over here, fall in a hole like this guy here is going to do. Why is my inventory so full of stuff? Okay. Up right over here. So thanks for joining me today. My name is History Wes and I am a grandpa and I love to play Minecraft. And I was looking at a statistic this week that was delineating how many people of each age group played Minecraft. No surprise, the largest group of Minecraft players are between 16 and 24. And as you get older, the number decreases until the very wide age group, 35 and up, is only about 2% of the Minecraft players. So if the average age is 24 of Minecraft players, I figure I'm pushing up the average quite a bit. Before we continue with that train of thought, let's say hello to Wells Knight, who has a new skin on. We've discovered something last week, that the mannequins, you can summon a mannequin of any Minecraft player to your world, and when you do, in the case of someone famous like Wells Knight there, you kind of get a spoiler, because when they change their skin, it changes on your mannequin too. That's not what I thought would happen. I figured that you would keep the skin, they would keep the skin on that you summoned that mannequin with, but no. Apparently, it changes when they change their skin. So if we're watching Wells Knight on Hermitcraft or some other series, we get a little look at what's coming up. There's a very colorful skin that Wells Knight has. And so now I look forward to see what's going to happen. He's doing an Asian build in Hermitcraft this season. So I don't know if that's an Asian skin or not. It's definitely colorful. All right, anyway, as I was saying, only 2% of Minecrafters are 35 or older, which I'm almost twice 35. I'm getting close to 70. I'm in my late 60s. So, kind of a shame. Kind of a shame more people aren't playing Minecraft at that age, because I think, as I've said before many times, Minecraft is good for you. They have all these games out on the market for older people to play to keep their memories sharp, and that's fine, but I think Minecraft does more than just keep your memory sharp. It also keeps your creativity going, and I think that's perhaps even more important. It helps your memory too. I mean, you got to remember where you left your pickaxe, which was a problem for me last week. I was almost ready to craft a new one, and then I found it. It was in the compost system. So there you go. Anyway, so if you have wow, look at all the villagers now. Nice. So if you have an older person in your life, a grandpa, grandma, parents, try to get them to play some Minecraft with you. Besides, it'll be fun. This is especially true if they are computer savvy. Somebody asked me the other day if I was computer savvy, and I would say, yeah, pretty much. Well, I have a degree in a computer-related field. I've been playing with personal computers since 1982. And I use them all the time. I'm much more comfortable using a computer than I would be, say, diagnosing something wrong with my car. But in any case, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to run back over here. In any case, get your old people playing Minecraft. You might just have a good time. They might too. Okay, we need just cobblestone blocks. I don't really need cobblestone blocks. What was I thinking? Alright. Can get rid of some of these. Don't need the birch. And I don't need that many slabs, just a couple. Alright. Now I could divide some fields out here with fences, but I think I'm going to use I should have made more. That's right. I can just do this. I think I'm going to use leaves to divide my fields, just because I think it'll look prettier. Get a little flourish, like we did on the top of our weird roof there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that really works. It looks odd. I'll have to think about what to do with it. Alright. In the meantime, we have some sticks and we've got some pale oak, and we can make some fencing. I know I said I was going to use leaves, but I just want a little fencing out in front here. Something to show off the property line and also keep the villagers in and safe. Like here and here. So we're going to need, or we're going to need that crafting bench is what we're going to need. And two of these. So they're getting low again. Okay. Yep, we got villagers all over. What's the range for their seeking out workstations, I wonder? Okay, we need compactors. About 4 of them. And we want 4 beds. We don't have any 4 beds over here at the moment. But that's fine. I know where there are 4 beds already made. Yeah, you guys need to come with me over to the farm. Okay, for the moment we'll stick these in here. Oh, I need windows. Let's use these for now. There we are. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come and get it. There's one farmer. Congratulations. If I made another composter over here and I put it like halfway, if I put it right here, can I get some villagers to come over? Okay, follow me. Halfway. Okay, and now you know there's one over here, right? Okay, we got 3 farmers. And we need one more. Who wants to be a farmer, buddy? Oh, there's a whole bunch of you out here. Who wants to be a farmer? You do. Nice. Always going to finish these flower boxes. Come on. Okay, you're here and now here. Okay, 4 farmers. Okay, let's dump all this stuff momentarily and head back over to our main area, our main base. So, wherever you are watching from, I hope you're not too frozen. Oh, there's no cart here, and there was no cart at our other base. Okay. Something has happened to our minecart. I hope it's not too cold where you are. It's slightly chilly here, not too bad. It's about 54 degrees. I live in the desert in the southwest United States, and it is normally quite warm. And, that's not too cold for December. I added a couple of water resource packs just to fancy it up and make waves and stuff. And one of them also gives us a mist in the jungle, which I think is super cool. And I think in the future I'll have to publish all the mods. I just have optimization mods mostly, but I've been slowly adding in a few that just slightly change the appearance. But with this world, I'm not going to add anything that's going to change the game. No new structures or anything like that. No new mobs. Not to say I might not play a game like that. Okay. Okay, we'll use mangrove leaves. To separate our farm areas. And the beds are over here in the library. So we'll pop up there real quick. I've been slowly working away with our library, putting up the bookshelves. Don't have the bottom. We want them in between, like this. I've been putting them up here. So slowly but surely getting there. All right, we need 4 beds. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4 different colors. That way they'll know whose bed is whose. Okay. And let's go ahead and give them or get a minecart so we can scoot back real quick. So I was watching on TV, and this might be a controversial topic, but one which I feel I am qualified to speak on, and that is the schools. I was watching the news, and there was a recent report that school achievement has gone down to its lowest level since they've been keeping track. And this is concerning to me as a grandfather. And it should be concerning to everybody because it's our society that is at risk. The school achievements have been a big problem for a while now. And there are a number of reasons for this. They're complicated. The world has changed in the last 50 years. Kids don't have the same limitations on their time. When I was a kid, we couldn't play video games after school because there were no video games. We spent a lot of time outdoors. We weren't in constant contact with our friends because you couldn't be. You needed a car. Now all you need is a phone. There are a lot more challenges as far as families splitting up, or in cases where families are together, all the parents working, kids having to take care of other kids. Lots and lots of difficult situations. And all of those contributed to the achievement of students going down in the last 50, 60 years. But then what really put a cap on that was trying to fix the schools. Hello, Dallas. There were 1,000 things that influence how students do in school, but most of them were things that politicians either couldn't or were afraid to tackle. The one thing they could do was try and fix schools. Unfortunately, schools were not the part of the equation that needed to be fixed. Yes, there were lots of problems with the schools, lots of things that needed to be improved, equal access being a big one, lack of qualified teachers being a continuous problem, but they started rating schools by the achievement of the students, and then rating teachers by the achievement of their students, which is insane. It's like rating a dentist based on how many people in the neighborhood have cavities. You know, the dentist can encourage you to brush your teeth. He can fill your fillings for you, but he can only do so much. When you're not there with the dentist and you're off eating sugary sweets, you know, it's no longer his fault that you have cavities. So the more they tried to muck around with fixing the schools, the worse things got, and the more they tried to fix them, and the worse things got, etc., etc. And the schools constantly unfortunately, the schools just bought into it. Nobody stopped to say, hey, this is not going to have the outcome you want. And there got to be this point where schools and school districts started thinking that change for its own sake is good, and change is the positive change is the way things should be, that you should constantly be changing. But changing is not the way you should automatically be. Improving is what you should be. And there's a big difference. If you change things for the better, they get better. If you just change things, well, you've got a 50-50 shot whether they're going to be better or not. Anyway, I don't have the answers to that situation, but man, one of the biggest things that they need to do is stop putting more demands on teachers without giving them any responsibility, without giving them any additional pay, without giving them any additional time, without giving them appropriate training. Our teacher training in this country is a joke. And when teachers do have the training and are ready to do what they need to do, a lot of times they're not allowed to do that. Let me give you an example. I went to a training one year, and it was right at the end of the school year. And the training was all about how you need to connect with your kids before you can get them to do anything. You need to be able to connect with them and motivate them. And you needed to spend at least the first 2 weeks not trying to teach anything, first 2 weeks of the year, but instead trying to connect with the students. And there were a lot of scientific statistics to back up that this was the right way to go. And the principal at the school was very gung-ho that this was a great thing, and they were all in on this. And I said to the principal, this looks okay. I'm willing to try this. My question to you is, are you going to let us have the time to do this? Are you going to allow us these 2 weeks to connect with students and motivate them before we start jumping into the actual curriculum of our classes? And of course, the principal said, oh yes, sure, of course we're going to allow you to do that. This is the whole point of this program. So the next school year, the teachers jumped in and started doing that. And before the first day was over, even the first day, that very same principal got on the speaker system on the school and told teachers, quit playing around with these get-to-know-you games and start working on your curriculum. So that's what they did. So mixed messages, always a big problem. And there we go. I think we'll make this window a second door. Did I just lose that block? There it is. Okay. And we'll just do call this on steps here. Will you step out of the way, please? Thank you, sir. And we'll put up some lanterns in and out of the house. Okay. Oh, we need a ceiling. Okay. Well, all right, let's toss a couple of torches in here for now. Okay, we need a door, we need another ceiling, and we need our beds. So, one bed here. Oops. One here. One here. And we'll put the next one right here. All right, we'll put our compactors out here. Well, I don't have any slabs. I was going to say we need to put slabs under those. All right, you know what? We'll come back to that tomorrow. That looks pretty good. Cute little house. And we'll go to sleep here. This house has armorsmith, weaponsmith, toolsmiths in it. 2 of each, I believe. See you, Wells. This poor bird flew off the bridge, or flew off the land over here, and has been down in the water for a few days. You can see it's day 1070 on our clock in the corner, which is cool. Making progress each day, feeling good about it. And here we are back home. Okay. Bread and mangrove leaves. Could have tossed all those leaves in too. And let's get rid of these lights for now. We did have water. All right. So I think we'll go downstairs and work on our big dig project for a little bit in the storage room, or what will be the storage room, among other things. Let's see, this is level 51, and now we are on level -7, so 58 blocks down from there, not even from the top. 58 blocks down. About 7 or 8 stories based on how I'm planning to do it. But this is going to be our forever world, so we want it to have lots of expansion room. We've got lots of clay down here, which is awesome, because I intend to make a lot of pots when we get this dug out. What did I say? Lots of clay. All right. So it is, what, 3 days until the release date for the new drop coming? Which is cool. I'm excited about it. Mostly excited to see what will come next. So I'm working out a little bit of lore for this world, and this is kind of similar lore to what I've had in my Family Quest game, which is my family's shared world. And that is, I am a demigod, newly arrived to this world. You can tell I'm a demigod because even though I've been killed, I keep coming back to life. Not a god because I can be killed. Died twice already since I've been here. Anyway, so I've come here and I've decided to shape this world for my own amusement, which is kind of like real life, I guess, because in relation to the little digital people, I would appear to be a god, a little Tron-esque there, and I literally am shaping this Minecraft world for my own amusement. I like building cohesive worlds. I like watching people build cohesive worlds when they do an entire world that is, everything is like set in a time period or a place. I think it's fascinating. But for my own long-term world, I want something a little more broad that I can feel good about building anything in. I kind of wish I had had all the great things that I had ever built. I could just place them in this world. Because some of them I don't know if I could recreate as well. Now we have another slime. I've got so much slime, I will never need a slime farm. And somebody should do a biology of the slime and like compare it to real world slime. Just wondering, is that how they reproduce? By cellular mitosis or what? Or by spores? Slime molds reproduce by spores. Wow, speaking of reproducing, or spawning out of nowhere, I should say. Okay. Yeah, you can see. Well, you can't see from here, but I've just got a bunch of slime heads over there. I think I've... Oh, let me look at my statistics. Statistics, mobs, slime. I've killed 1,227 slimes. I've never been killed by a slime. I've been killed by a shulker once. Have I been killed by any other creatures? Zombie has killed me once. So, shulker and a zombie are the cause of my deaths. I'd forgotten about the shulker. That's when I was out harvesting shulker shells. And unfortunately, deep slate is a slow process to dig through, even with a beacon. So I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you're in healthy condition. I'm suffering a little bit from a cold. Not too bad. My grandson had a cold, so that kind of means I have a cold automatically. But he's feeling better. I'm feeling better. It was a pretty minor cold, knock on wood. I don't expect anything worse this season because I am inoculated up the wazoo. I got vaccines for everything they have a vaccine for. In fact, I had 5 in one day, 2 in one arm and 3 in the other. I got vaccinated for RSV, the flu, pneumonia, shingles, COVID, norovirus. So I don't want any of those things. Thankfully, in most Medicare plans, you can get your viruses or your vaccines for free. It's one of the only positives in our healthcare system in America. Okay. So we're on level -8 now. I'm just going to keep on digging until I hit the bottom, which you start hitting bedrock about -54, 55, something like that. So wherever the first bedrock appears, that'll be our floor. And we have, it sounds like some thunderstorms outside. Let's go up and sleep in a bed. I prefer my villagers not be turned into witches. The ones in the I think I'm out of range for the ones in Glenbuck, but I've got a couple farming up here on the hill. So I don't want anything to happen to them. Okay. Might as well dump this off since we're here. Almost filled up all these chests. There we are. Yeah, there's those slime heads right there. Got 5 more slime heads and a pillager head to add to the library. Minecraft stairs, gotta love them, right? So while I've been digging, I've been watching some Hermitcraft and the new Life series video, Nice Life, I think it's called, mini-series. It's always fun. Some YouTubers I don't see on a regular basis, but I like. Like Solidarity Gaming, Bigby Stats. Dang, that's a long name. Martin Littlewood. Martin Littlewood is like one of my Minecraft heroes. If you didn't know, he's the one who sang "How Do I Craft This Again?" I had a "How Do I Craft This Again" shirt and I wore it out. He's an OG Minecraft YouTuber. And I've been watching some non-Minecraft related stuff, or listening to it anyway. There's this channel called Asianometry, which I discovered, and it's all about history of technology, especially computers, and mostly focused on China, but not all. There are stories on Texas Instruments and Intel and America's railroad system, even AT&T, and the history of the Bell Telephone Company. All kinds of fascinating stuff. Technological history is kind of one of my favorites. But I had a hard time getting YouTube to find it for me. It's called Asianometry, and every time I said it, it thought I was saying Asian, I'm a tree. I repeated it, tried to enunciate again and again. Nope, same thing. Fortunately, I still have access to a keyboard. Anyway, been enjoying those. So if you're still watching, thanks for being here today. Whether you are watching as I'm streaming or watching a recording later, I certainly appreciate you. You're helping to keep an old man motivated to play Minecraft. So it's your good deed for the day. I stream Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time. And plan to continue for the near future. Hopefully I'll be able to expand on that a little bit. And I'm looking forward to that. So if you would like to repeat this experience, you could subscribe to my channel, History Wes, and that way you'd be able to find me next Saturday and Sunday with ease. And if you felt like giving this video a like or making a comment, I would certainly welcome it. I'd love to hear what you would like to talk about or what your opinions are on Minecraft or aging or life in general. getting a lot of tuff, which is good because I plan to use a lot more tuff in the builds that I'm going to be doing, especially in my 1910s, 1920s area, which if you have a name for that area, I would certainly like to hear it. And also in Pepperland, what's going to be my Beatles themed area. Now that I'm doing this, now that I've got this kind of plan that I'm going to build these areas kind of like a theme park that connect, I've started just things will pop into my head that will be good theme areas. I mean, there's the obvious ones: an Asian area, an Old West area, cyberpunk, futuristic. I like to do a solar punk, futuristic one, because that's one of my favorite visual styles. One of my favorite kind of solar punk builds was when Exuma was building in the jungle. I believe it was in Hermitcraft Season 7. It's the same one where Keralis built a city. But Exuma had these white gleaming buildings popping out from the jungle. It was very cool. They kind of reminded me of the arcologies in the last SimCity. In SimCity, you could go into the future and you could build these arcologies, which are giant buildings, self-contained buildings that have everything a city would have in them. And you could do one of two types. You could do a very futuristic, gleaming white Star Trek kind of a construction, or you could do a very dark, dirty Judge Dredd kind of a thing, which was cool. So either one of those, Judge Dredd being more cyberpunk really, and the Star Trek being more solar punk. Although I suppose technically they're antimatter is their source of energy, but the look was very lush and green mixed with technology. Technology and nature living in harmony, that kind of thing. We are almost full up with another load. So, how long have I been working on this? A couple of weeks. I suppose it'll be another couple of weeks before I get it all dug, and then I can actually start on the construction. I did the same kind of thing on our family game, and but the hole I dug was not quite this big, or at least the main part of it wasn't this big. And yeah, I'm missing playing in a group too, but I really am excited to work on my forever world here. Of course, as I said before, all my worlds are forever worlds because I still have them all in my save file. This is the next one. A deep slate, a little tough. All right. that's going to be it for today. Thanks for stopping by with me and listen to me chat and listen to me do my old man gripe about schools and school systems. Again,